Mary suddenly finds herself with a nosebleed, then vomits violently. Her father rushes over, and Mary tells him she must go to the hospital now, gets up, heads for the door, muttering she should have told earlier. Just as they swing the door open, bam! A shooter finishes firing like he's trying to score a perfect game. The killer jumps in the car and flees. Craven hurries to his daughter, finding her near death. Mary seems to have something to say, but ultimately she closes her eyes unwillingly. Craven holds his daughter tightly, stunned. It's their final goodbye. What she sees is too much to accept. Soon, a group of cops arrives, led by Craven's partner, Bill. Colleagues at the scene told Bill the shooters about 59 and likely white by. They acted ruthlessly, with no mercy. After hearing the report, Bill looks at Craven, sitting there dazed. Craven is clearly still in shock from the attack, so Bill hops over and tries to reassure the guy, like a bad therapist in a cop show. He asks Craven to move in, but Craven refuses and kicks all colleagues out. After they leave, Craven goes to the bathroom to clean up, but keeps the blooded towel, folding it neatly into a glass. Then he goes back to scrubbing the boots, and the next morning, Craven drives to the precinct while jamming to the radio. All media believe the killer targeted Craven, having shouted his name before acting, but Craven thinks it's not that simple. Back at the precinct, colleagues told Craven no witnesses remained due to last night's rain, leaving no clues. Craven remained silent, handed his daughter's phone to a colleague to print the call logs, intending to talk to her co-workers. Her precinct rules officers can't handle their own cases, so the sergeant assigned it to Bill, granting him full resource access. But Craven disagrees. He believes only he can uncover the killer's motive, so he thinks the rules don't apply to him. Later, Craven arrives at the coroner's office, sees his lifeless daughter lying there, and tears well up as he kisses her forehead. He takes a strand of her hair, scatters her ashes on his favorite beach, and just then, Craven seems to hear his daughter. The speech holds the joy, and he's determined to seek justice for his daughter. Craven searches her room at home and unexpectedly finds clues in the nightstand drawer. Subtitles, he spots a silver gun, fully loaded. Craven returns to the station and checks its serial number, easily nabbing the owner's info and home address like it's a coupon deal. He heads over to the shooter's neighborhood where they freak out upon seeing subtitles, turn off the lights fast, draw a knife, and hide behind the door. Craven strolls to the door, casually showing his gun. He knocks, but no response after ages, so Craven pulls out tools. Subtitle, a few twists unlock the door. He draws his gun, but as it enters, caught off guard by a sudden attack, Craven quickly regains composure and seizes the chance to haul the man away. The man gets up, ready to fight back, but Craven is faster, slamming him down like a wrestling champ. He first confirmed the man's name, then told him to calm down, saying he just wanted to ask questions, no harm meant. Meanwhile, Craven notices a floor photo of the man and his daughter in a relationship. Paul freaks out upon learning Craven is Mary's dad. Paul urges Craven to leave, but Craven's unheard. He draws the gun, and Paul admits giving it to Mary. Turns out they work together, but when Craven asks about the trouble his daughter got into, Paul seems nervous, citing a confidentiality pact, can't discuss work, hinting company secrets. Seems related to their company. Paul then urges Craven to leave, as two men are watching them outside. Before departing, Paul hands over Mary's apartment key and some of her stuff left behind, and as Craven walks out, he heads straight to Mary's rental. Subtitles, the place is spotless, matching his daughter's style, but the window shows obvious signs of being pried open. Her laptop also vanished, as if on holiday. Clearly, these events aren't normal for a girl. Then Craven dumps her personal items, given by Paul, onto the bed. Inside some muddy clothes, there's a magazine, a flashlight, and a radiation detector. Craven unintentionally presses it against himself, and it goes off like a smoke alarm. The hair in his pocket reminds him this woman is definitely tied to his daughter's not-so-accident. Meanwhile, cut to a dark underground parking lot where a high-ranking defense official meets with a top-notch national security agent named. Their meeting was due to Northmore, a company with a long-term Defense Department partnership. A security breach occurred, 3 died from radiation, an involved employee was killed. Then an official showed Jeb a photo. Surprise! The murdered employee is Craven's daughter. But the official doesn't care, he just wants to safeguard national security Jeb first job. Obviously, those investigating this must die. Back home, Craven dials numbers in Mary's contacts, but when a girl realizes she's talking to Mary's dad, she gets all jittery. Craven proposes a meet-up, and the girl promises to save his number for a rainy day, but hangs up like she's running from a tornado. Our jittery friend heads to Mary's workplace, Northmore Company. She meets company head John Bennett, who mourns Mary's death, calling her a top employee at this mountain-based firm. The mountain is hollowed for use, and Bennett tells Craven of their deep government collaboration as a pure R&D institute. Their main gig? Working on nuclear fusion to develop safe, green energy like it's a friendly eco-project. Bennett explains he's sharing all this. Due to Craven's police status, they are vital national assets, on call per presidential order, and Mary was only an intern.